James Wallman, Stuffocation, Living More with Less. In Stuffocation, Living More with Less, James Wallman confronts the pervasive issue of accumulating clutter in our modern lives. Wallman calls this a stuffocation, a term that refers to the anxiety and unhappiness caused by owning too many material possessions. The book delves into how people's values have evolved, with many now seeking happiness in experiences rather than material goods. Additionally, Wallman explores various approaches to overcoming stuffocation, including minimalism, leading a simpler life, and embracing the medium chill. He also emphasizes the need for an experiential economy that focuses on memorable experiences.
Finding happiness by letting go of our stuff. Cluttered with things we don't use. Feel like owning more doesn't make us happy. You're not alone. The age of materialism is over, and there's a growing trend towards prioritizing experiences over possessions. Our minds evolved to be conscious of the threat of scarce resources, but in today's abundant world, we need to change the way we think. Environmentalists, political scientists, and economists all have different reasons for our turning away from materialism. Regardless of the reason, the focus is now shifting towards the enjoyment of experiences over possessions. The Perils of Materialism. Our culture of consumerism has led to an obsession with material goods that has replaced our desire for meaning and satisfaction. Not only is our mass consumerism causing increased rates of depression and anxiety, but hoarding behavior can also be life-threatening. Our connection to material goods needs to be re-evaluated before it's too late. The vicious cycle of overproduction and overconsumption. The history of American economics has shown that overconsumption requires overproduction, which creates a vicious cycle leading to materialism and environmental imbalance. In the 1920s, Keynes and Kellogg suggested cutting work hours to address this gap, while others, such as Hoover and Sloan, advocated for more consumption. The latter was embraced as a solution, leading to more jobs, higher wages, and benefits for everyone. This model of prosperity dominated the 20th century but has become the root cause of the 21st century's most pressing problems, including burning waste and lasting environmental damage. However, we can all change this by speaking up and making more conscious consumption choices. Overcoming stuffocation. To beat stuffocation, one can choose minimalism, a simpler life, or medium chill. Minimalism involves decluttering possessions and consuming less, which is beneficial for the environment. A simpler life rejects modern consumer goods and focuses on surviving with the basic necessities. Medium chill involves prioritizing free time over work, which is a more popular option. The big chill, on the other hand, involves working excessively until retirement. The pleasures of experience. The pursuit of happiness and the value of experientialism. When faced with the choice of whether to spend on experiences, like a vacation, or go for the material possession, such as a new car or outfit, what would you choose? A study conducted by 2 psychologists found that people who invested more in experiences were happier than those who purchased material possessions. The concept of experientialism, as a cure for stuffocation, implies that experiences have a higher value than material possessions because they contribute more to our identities and personal growth. Experiences, even negative ones, have the power to reignite positive emotions within us, like a camping trip that was disrupted by a week of rain but still offered a bonding opportunity for a family. Moreover, they are challenging to compare with each other than belongings, so they offer more enduring benefits. Experientialism, however, is not synonymous with the hippie culture. It transcends materialism and boasts of being happy within the mainstream society without chasing after status or the pursuit of happiness through material possessions. Therefore, this book guides you towards finding personal happiness and fulfillment by investing in experiences that bring true value to your long-term happiness instead of spending on material possessions that do not have lasting value. The Rise of Experientialism. In today's society, many people place a higher value on experiences rather than material possessions. This trend, called experientialism, has become a global phenomenon. While it brings many benefits, such as a shift towards policy indices such as the Human Development Index, it also leads to status anxiety. People fear missing out on experiences, leading to a constant pursuit of the next adventure. This trend is seen in the growing popularity of live music, ebooks, tourism, and festivals. Even newly industrializing countries, such as China and Brazil, are starting to experience the downsides of materialism and turning towards experientialism. Despite the advantages, we must be mindful of the potential pitfalls as we continue to embrace this new philosophy. Experientialism, a new era of consumption. Today's economy needs to shift from traditional consumption to experientialism. Consumers crave status and experience, which means brands must focus on offering memorable experiences to stay ahead. Experientialism isn't anti-consumption, it's a different kind of consumption. Apple is an excellent example of a brand that offers a unique shopping experience by focusing on user experience. Companies also need to do away with clutter and focus on providing interesting experiences, as exemplified by Puma's disintegrating shoe bags. The economy must embrace experientialism to stay relevant and competitive.
Wallman's Stuffocation offers a profound look at the detrimental effects of accumulating material possessions and the shift in values towards prioritizing experiences over things. As more and more people realize that happiness can be found in meaningful experiences rather than in accumulating stuff, there is a growing desire to live more purposefully and mindfully. The transition to an experience economy allows us to maintain consumer spending and fuel economic growth, while still contributing positively to our own well-being and the environment. By embracing concepts like minimalism, simplicity, and medium chill, readers are encouraged to explore ways to declutter their lives and focus on what truly matters.